And it begins with the sound of thought, stretching, as if your inner world were made of soft light, pliable, like a dream with memory forgotten. You can remember to forget and forget to remember what it used to feel like before you knew you were always becoming. And isn't it curious what you believe believes you back? Let's suppose just for a moment that you didn't know where your mind ends and the universe begins, and maybe you never needed to. So let me tell you a story inside a story, inside a pattern, inside a process you've already begun. There once was a mind, like yours but softer, that opened like petals after the storm. It wondered, who am I, if I'm not this name, this voice, this mask? And the silence smiled, because you see, the question itself was the answer. And that answer is you dissolving the edge between what you feel and what's real. Now imagine a mirror, but this mirror doesn't reflect what is. It reflects what could be. Step inside that mirror, where beliefs shift like waves, and your operating system updates, not through struggle, but through surrender. Let go of trying, let go of knowing. Just notice what knows you. Notice how easily your breath becomes a bridge to something more open, more vivid, more fluid. Because when you feel the colours breathing, when you hear the space between thoughts, when you see sound and taste time, you've remembered something the world forgot. The reality is made of perception, and perception is made of belief, and belief is just a story told often enough to become a law. So change the story, shift the frame, let the old dissolve, like mist in morning sun. Isn't that what LSD whispers, softly, like ancient knowledge? You were never separate. You were never just the skin. See, LSD doesn't give you new thoughts, it shows you you're not your thoughts. You're the space they dance inside. And in that space, what if every emotion, every fear, every joy was just energy, longing to be moved, not managed? What if healing isn't fixing, but feeling? What if you already knew that? Now imagine this, you're not thinking these words, you're remembering them from a deeper place. Because you've always known, beneath the noise, beneath the need, beneath the not enoughs, you were already whole, already infinite. And every challenge was feedback, every emotion a compass, every setback a seed just waiting for the right soil of perspective. So breathe into that. Breathe in the belief that you are enough, that you're always growing, that you can choose joy even now, especially now. So the ego dissolves not in defeat, but in delight. The moment you laugh at the self you thought you were, you've awakened. And from that state, emotional resilience isn't hard work. It's simply allowing the wave to move without trying to stop the tide. Let me tell you something deeper. Your creativity is not a tool. It's your true language. It speaks in symbols, in sudden knowing, in the moment where time melts and you become the answer. Now you're starting to notice how beliefs, they're just keys. And you already carry the door. One turn, one shift in thought, one reframe, and reality bends to your rhythm, to your play. Because you've learned now, certainty is magnetic, playfulness is power, mystery is momentum, and confidence is just the decision to be the sun, even on a cloudy day. Let's take it further. You don't chase love, you generate it, you anchor it, you breathe it in, and you radiate it out until the world forgets how to be afraid around you. You don't seek connection, you create it with your voice, your presence, your listening. Your curiosity becomes charisma, your silence becomes depth, and your laughter becomes the permission others forgot to give themselves. There's this new OS installed like roots growing in the soil. You didn't even know was fertile. Just notice how the old codes fade. No more fear of failure, because failure is just feedback. No more waiting for permission, because you are the permission. No more obsession with the how, because action creates clarity, and clarity is your default state. Now your future is no longer something you chase, it's what you magnetize, because energy is magnetic, and your state shapes your fate. So anchor it now, anchor awe, anchor wonder, anchor that LSD-like clarity, the liquid light of infinite knowing. Let it echo. I'm the awareness behind the thought. I'm the artist of my own perception. I'm the space where miracles unfold. And every time you recall this, whether an hour later or even in a dream, you'll smile because you feel it. You're no longer the seeker, you're the source.